Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to factor trinomials when a is equal to 1. Now, remember, trinomials are 3 terms, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're just going to show you how to do this factoring bit really quickly, okay? Because I know some of you guys are struggling with it, all right? This is all about kind of a, you're looking for number combinations, okay? So what I'm going to do is they'll generally be in this form, okay? Ax squared plus bx plus c, okay? Sometimes if they have two variables, they'll be in this form here, okay? But it's not going to change anything that you do. You still do the same thing, okay? So what we're going to do is I've got these 3 numbers here. Look for your GCF. There's not one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make me a little table here. Okay. Basically, A is equal to 1, B is equal to 10, and C is equal to 24. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically take A times C. So 1 times 24 is 24, okay? And B is going to be 10, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for all the numbers that are going to give me, when I multiply them, I get 24. So you get 1 and 24, okay? 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Okay, so what I'm looking for, here's the key right there. That's telling me that the pair of the numbers that I'm looking for have the same sign. They're either both positive or they're both negative, okay? This tells me what that sign is, okay? So I know that they're both got the same sign. I know they're both positive, okay? So which one of these pairs adds up to 10? Well, 4 plus 6, that gives me 10. That's going to be my pair. Then all I need to do is put your little parentheses up here, okay? I'm going to put x in the front. That gives me x times x. That's going to give me that x squared, okay? And then I'm going to put plus 4 plus 6, and you're done. Now you can multiply it back through, just foiling it, okay? You'll get x squared plus 6x plus 4x plus 24. Add these two critters together. X squared plus 10x plus 24. Okay? Now, let me show you another one here. Okay? And we'll use the same problem on all of these. There's only like 4 scenarios. Okay? So, what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the same numbers, but this time I'm going to make that middle term negative. Okay, but I'm doing everything the same way. Okay, so 1 times 24, 24, negative 10. Okay, now I'm just going to list all the numbers that are going to give me 24. So again, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Okay, remember, this tells me that the pair has the same sign. This tells me they're both negative. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. Which one of these adds up to negative 10? Well, it's going to be this pair right here. But the difference between this one and that one is these are both negative. Okay, so when you multiply these, yeah, you get positive 24. When you add them up, you get negative 10. Okay, and then we just do the same thing we did. So we just plug them in. So I'm just going to put my parenthesis here, x minus 4 minus 6. Okay, we're done. All right. So here's the other 2 scenarios, okay? All right, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to use the same numbers, I'm just kind of changing some signs around, okay? So I'm going to go with 10x, but now I've got minus 24, okay? So what I'm going to do is the same thing I did before, okay? Make your little table, 1 times negative 24, negative 24, plus 10. Okay, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. But see, now this third term is negative. Okay, that tells me that the sign of the pair I'm looking for is different. One's positive, one's negative. Okay, So I'm looking for the difference between the pairs, okay, between these pairs of numbers, and I'm looking for a difference of 10. So which one of these has a difference of 10? This one right here, okay? So now, looking at this sign here, this tells me the sign of the larger number. So this is telling me this is -2 and +12. When you multiply them, you get -24. -2 plus 12 is going to give you 10. Okay? And then again, we're just going to plug them in. Ding, 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 ding. X minus 2 plus 12. Okay? And you're done. All right? Last one. You got x squared minus 10x minus 24. Same thing. Make my little table. I've got -24, -10. Put down all your pairs of numbers that are going to give you that. Okay? And we got that. All right. So, remember, this tells me that the sign of the pair I'm looking for, they're different or opposite. Okay, one's positive, one's negative. This is telling me that the sign of the larger number is the negative, but it's also telling me the difference is 10. Okay, so which one of these has a difference of 10? This one here. Except for now, this is -10. So that's telling me that the bigger sign, the number with the larger sign, the larger number is the negative. Okay, so when you multiply them, you get that. When you add them, you get that. So you know you've done it right. Okay? So we got x minus 2 or plus 2 and x minus 12. Okay? Make sure that you really understand these sign things that I've pointed out here. This will make this a lot easier. You'll see people make all the total combinations of every little combination that they could. That list will get like huge if you do that. Okay? But if you understand how this third term sign works and how this middle sign works with it, you'll be fine. I've also put several examples of this on how this works. Remember, there's only 4 scenarios in any of these, okay? They're either both positive, they're both negative, one's positive, one's negative, one's negative, one's positive, okay? Those are the only 4 you got to do. And I've posted it on Canvas for you, okay? Good luck.